Today, I'm not going to speak about such important global problems in this amazing world, like how to manage your time, or how to be successful in the future, or how to deal with stress. Today, I am going to speak with you about little world inside us, little world which located deeply, deeply in our spirit. So, let's start. I am Amina. For someone, I am just a little girl from 10th grade who has her ordinary life, who goes to school and back to home. But believe me, even in my ordinary life, there are billion kind of stories which I want to tell you today, which I want to tell to the society. And to feel fully today's topic, try to imagine, just for a second, imagine that you can't walk by your own. Imagine that you can't eat by your own. Imagine that only thing which you can do is lie in one place. And the question is, would you stay sane in this situation? So, as you predicted, I was in the place of disabled person 2 years ago. And believe me, it still makes goosey bump on my skin when I remember about it. And it won't be true if I will say that I was such forceful to cope with the situation, to fight with my illness. No, I was hopeless at that time. And I didn't think about my light future. I didn't think about my academic process. I didn't think about summative assessment which were waited for me. And one day, and I just watched movies such as Riverdale, I watched YouTube, and I lied in one place and looked for the four walls of my flat. But in one day, I saw a book which called Hopeless. Then I looked at the mirror and spoke to myself. I asked myself, who are you? Hopeless is who you are now. And answer me, where is it that girl with big ambitions for the future? Where is it that girl who can fight, who can win your problems, who can face your demons? And after that, I did everything to stand up on my feet. I did different IELTS tasks to prepare for exams. I did all my summative assessment for the unit. And I dreamed about my school life, that I will go to school and that I will happy. Attention, interesting fact, all scary things started when I went to school. When I went to school, I used to pass all my summative assessment for the term in 2 weeks. And it was really hard for me. I scared about my marks, because it's not piece of cake to write summative assessment for the physics, for the math, because I was absent about 2 months. And it was really hard for me. And that when I was absent, this situation made my knowledge little bit less than my classmate knowledge. And in my eyes, they were more creative, more smarter, more brave than me. And I thought and I convinced my mind that I'm not necessary and enough good for this world, for this space. And in one day, I went to my mathematics teacher and I asked her, teacher, could you help me how to solve all these exercises because it's really hard for me? And she said, my dear, to solve all these exercises, you should have your brain. You should have use your brain. And it seemed like I have my brain. And I ran to the school toilet as fast as it is possible. And I let my tears drown. In one day, it's next story. In one day, it was my favorite physics lesson, and one of my classmates read a book about Nick Vujicic, and our physics teacher said, "It's my book, isn't it?" Then she started to speak about Nick Vujicic. She notices that he is disabled person, he has not his feet, but he lived his life fully. He has wife, he has friends and family, he has children. And you know that it really inspired me that he, despite of his situation, despite of his illness, he can swim and play football. After that, I asked myself, what are you doing? If person without feet makes his life better and become thought-provoking speaker, why can't you fight with your such little problems? And when our teacher told us that we will have a TEDx speech, I decided to speak about hopeless being because I want to advise you some steps how to fight with your hopeless being by my own experience, by my own example. And I'm not backseat driver, but I will give you only 4 steps, and it's up to you to follow them or not. First is to take things easier. Do you know this song which called Cry Baby? In this song there are words, you take things so hard and then you fall apart. And I advise you to take things easier. For example, you are going to home and you have different kind of homework from physics, from math, and of course they're really hard. But never say that, oh, it will take a lot of time when I will sleep. Say like this one, I am enough brave for these exercises. I can do them, I will finish them very faster, then I will do everything which I want. Like, again, watch videos on YouTube. And second thing is, all of us know that childhood is a time when we are more happier. And when everything is going wrong and your life is full of darkness, try to go to the places which reminds you your childhood. It can be, for example, playground. From my own example, for example, when everything is going wrong, when everything is bad, I go to my grandmother and I hug her. After that, everything is better. And the third thing is, again, homework. Actually, I don't like homework. When you have a lot of homework, when you do your homework, when you're working hard, if everything makes you hopeless, if everything makes your mood bad, stop to do it. Stop to do it. Call everything a day. Just do it in another day. But today, relax. Let yourself to relax because you really deserve it. And fourth thing is, it's not important what society will say. Because, for example, my classmate likes to read a book. And she reads a book every day, every time. But my another classmate said to her like, why are you reading a book? It's not trend. It's trend of last century. But she don't stop to read it. And I think that it's not important what society will say to you because all result of your actions will affect only on you. And I believe that your hobby will help you to write your motivational letter better than anyone else. So, unfortunately, it's time to end my speech. And in conclusion, I want to say that everything which I said wasn't because I have to speak in front of you, or my teacher said me like say something in front of them. Everything which I said became from my little teenage heart. And one thing which I ask you to do is live your life. Do mistakes and then change them. Love someone